Michelle yet, Tabitha, and then Linda. And the other folks from Bryant Park, are you hoping to speak again tonight or along for oral support? Very good. And are you looking for time to speak, or are you looking for Councilmember Lohman later, or?
Yeah, I'd like to, but if he doesn't show up at all.
Sounds good. So what we'll do, like I said, Michelle was first on our list, so we'll hold off with Michelle, but we'll start with Tabitha, we'll go with Linda, then we'll make the next call for Michelle, and then we'll come back around if we could do that. How about that? So why don't we start with Tabitha? Why don't you come on up if you could, please?
Mr. Mayor, can you slide those down to on your right?
And because of the number of folks we have tonight, why don't and the potential for an extra, why don't we limit the time limit here to like 8 or 9 minutes, and we will go from there. So good evening and welcome. And if you could identify yourself for the record, and then you go.
Yep. My name is Tabitha Urbanski. I am a Bloomington resident here. I want to thank you guys for allowing me to speak this evening. First, I'd like to share what brought me here today. Approximately 4 years ago, our family's horrible journey began. When a student at Jefferson High School gave my son what he thought was a Percocet. It was fentanyl. This began his journey of substance use disorder. For 3 years, Seth struggled. 3 non-fatal overdoses, 5 inpatient rehabs, outpatient rehab, watching his girlfriend overdose. Nothing currently in place could stop the damage that had been done to his brain. Before Seth was consumed with substance use disorder, he was a typical boy. He grew up doing robotics, Cub Scouts, and eventually football. He loved football and was a natural. He played with BAA, Jefferson, and represented Minnesota in a state team. The last time he played a game was his freshman year. On October 26, 2022, I went to wake Seth up for school. I opened his bedroom door and I could tell he was gone. He had been released a little over a week from rehab and had been clean for 3.5 months. His official cause of death was acute fentanyl toxicity. He was 3 weeks away from his 18th birthday. He should have been graduating at the end of the school year. That day I joined a club I never wanted to be a part of. For those that do not know anything about fentanyl, it is one of the most potent and addictive drugs on the street right now. It is a synthetic opioid that is 50 times stronger than heroin and 100 times more powerful than morphine. Just 2 milligrams, which is equal to just a few grains of sugar, can be a lethal dose. According to the CDC, here in Minnesota in 2021, approximately 1,400 people died from some sort of drug overdose. That's almost 4 people every day just here in Minnesota. They estimate that in 2022, almost 110,000 people across the United States have lost their lives to a drug overdose. Some of these people first-time users. Although my son lost his life to fentanyl, I am out here raising awareness for the opioid epidemic as a whole. Since Seth's death, I have learned so much about fentanyl addiction and how they play a role in the mental health community. I have worked to raise awareness and end the stigma of mental health and substance use disorder so that people are more willing and able to get help. I'm partnering with agencies and foundations across the city, county, and state to do the work that needs to be done. I have been a member of this community for almost 30 years. Seth's father, Eric Carlson, has been a member of the community for over 50 years. And his parents built their house over 60 years ago here in Bloomington and still live there today. We are a part of this community. I'm asking for the city of Bloomington to partner with me in my ongoing efforts to educate and raise awareness in our local community. My birthday list is what we call it a lot of times. For the next 12 months, and I have it in the PowerPoint that I gave you. So I'll kind of skip around a little bit. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah. Sorry. That would be my 12-month community plan. 3 to 4 town halls with examples of speakers, the mayor, the BPD Drug Task Force representative, state and federal legislators, families, Hennepin County Sheriff's Office, Hennepin County Public Health, and Bloomington Richfield Edina Public Health. 4 to 6 community and naloxone trainings. I think that it would be a great show of solidarity and support to bring the community together if the mayor and the city council members were to attend at least the first one of those. 4 to 6 other trainings or information center sessions. Examples of those are what roles does social media play, how to address drug use with your children, and teen roundtables I think are really important. I am also partnering with Bloomington Public Schools. I've worked with the district school board, did something last year with them. And then also an August Remembrance event. August 24th or 21st has been named the National Fentanyl Prevention and Awareness Day. That was just put into effect this year. And then August 31st is National Overdose Awareness Day. So those are just a few of the things that I want to bring to our community and make sure that we're doing. And maybe some of those things are already being done, but I, as a parent, I'm not hearing of that. And I think that this is a really important thing. I think that there's a lot of stigma around mental health disorders and substance use disorder. And so people don't want to talk about it. People don't want to get help. And we're losing generations of people. And when I say generations, I'm not just talking about the demographic of 18 to 45-year-olds. My son will never get married. He will never have a family. His kids will never have kids. His kids will never have kids. So a few of the partnerships that I currently have already, I work with the DEA. I'll be attending the regional summit here on the 19th of this month. The Bloomington Public Schools, I have worked closely with Sheriff Witt from the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office. I did the first in a series of PSAs with the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office recently. Fentanyl-free communities, that is a group of moms. They started this foundation to help raise awareness and education. Phase Zero Recovery Services, which work in our Bloomington school districts. The Hennepin County Public Health Board, and I'm working with the Capital Area Architectural and Planning Board to try and get a memorial set up at the Capitol. So those are a few of the partnerships. I wanted to, I should have probably done this first, but my mission is to engage the local, state, and federal communities through education and awareness to end the stigma around mental health disorders and substance use disorders. My vision is a community where people no longer live in the shadows because of their diseases and lives are saved. So that's what I have.
Thank you, Tabitha. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your story with us. I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I can't imagine. We will definitely, we will talk about this. I would like to connect you, first of all, with Dr. Nick Kelly, who's the head of public health here in the city of Bloomington. I do know that there have been weeks declared and different things that have gone on. And not just in Bloomington, but this is, of course, a national issue.
Right.
And I think as long as I've been involved with the city, I've seen the National League of Cities be very involved with this type of thing because for the pain that we have here in Bloomington, I know that there are cities where this is just taking a toll 10 times the amount here than we have here in Bloomington. So there are resources available. I know that there are templates in place that perhaps we could follow and look for opportunities and either partnerships, continued partnerships in addition to the ones that you've already developed, or ways that we could make this very Bloomington centric. So I appreciate you coming forward. Really appreciate you sharing your story with us and spending time with us this evening.
Thank you all for listening. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Oh, good. Thank you. Linda, and are you Michelle?
No, I can take your spot if you want.
We will get to you.
My name is Michelle.
Wow, that was close, but we'll still stay. We'll go. Linda, if you could come up next, please. Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome back.
Thank you. And I am very excited to be here. So, and that's good.
Good.
But I'll shake a little bit and,
Oh, it's,
no worries. I'll pretend I'm out in the park. Mr. Mayor, council members, Councilmember Lona and staff. My name is Linda Quinn. I'm a Bloomington resident and I'm here to say thank you. And Mr. Mayor, on September 25th, 2023, we were here for the listening session. And we listened and we took your advice and promptly arranged a meeting to discuss with the Bryant Park Rec. And Landscape also listened in. So my neighbors and I were there on October 3rd to visit just down the hall here. I'm going to briefly share some of the things we talked about because we got way off topic, like, what happened. So, but briefly, our main topics for discussion were the playground, ball field number 2, he won't go away. Tennis, hockey, this soccer in the open field, shelter building, trees and green spaces. That's kind of basically the whole everything, but it was fun to talk about it all. Our meeting was well received. We had excellent discussion and constructive comments. We truly appreciated the Park and Rec and Landscape's time and interest. I think we all felt good.
good. Glad to hear that.
We welcome the council to come and visit, come to where we see and right there, the driveway at Bryant Park, see what we see every morning, every night, every day that we truly enjoy. We also do live extremely close to the park. And so from our area, we can see the openness as well as the potential, both to preserve what we see as a very unique, usable playground, but also the new renovation and the expansion of the play field, the ball and the playground itself. We are looking forward to those renovations and in preserving our ballpark and our tennis courts and just the park as it is. So thank you. If you have any questions, we're certainly glad to answer any. So thanks again for your time and listening.
Absolutely. And thank you. I'm glad it worked out. I'm glad you're able to get the meeting put together and
Yep.
sit down and have the conversation. I think that
was perfect.
that was the goal. That's the idea. It's
Yep.
to get a better understanding and
Now they just have to see it my way a little more.
that's,
I think there's a song about that. Thank you very much for your time.
council, any questions or?
No, I just want to thank you guys for your engagement. Very much appreciated. I know that we caught it at a good time, I think, with being at the 60% design phase. That's why I'm really impressed with the way that the Parks Department has been doing these at stages where there was still opportunity for input and change and everything like that. So, it would be worse. And, sometimes we get accused of like not engaging residents until the end. And, that's not really true. But in this case, it's obviously not true because you all are here working through us, through it before we put shovels in the ground and
Right.
changes that you're not happy with and not comfortable with. So, I mean, I realize we can't guarantee that everything will go your way.
Oh, absolutely.
Anybody else's,
Yeah.
but
But thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I appreciate and hats off, the parks folks aren't here, but hats off to them
working so quickly.
for the work they did, first of all, in the park system master plan, the outreach and the community engagement that they did, but then understanding that isn't where the engagement ended. They had the plan in place, but then as they go to the event parks, that engagement continues. And that's
Yep.
a great example of this. So hats off to them. Hats off to you.
Thank you.
Just hats off. Let's do that. So,
Leave it at that. But if you want to say it one more time, that's okay. But that's okay. Thank you.
Yes.
And we look forward to seeing you over at the park.
very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
I see you all the time.
I know, isn't that great?
It's
Yep.
Thank you.
Step on up. You want to, did you want to? Okay, I do see him here. Yeah, I just didn't know if you wanted to address this again. Middle name, Michelle, did you want to discuss something? Did you want to come and talk to us?
I guess so. Am I?
You absolutely can. We've got time left on our agenda here and,
Been here before, so
oh, we don't bite, I promise.
Scared, a little nervous.
Don't. So here's how it usually works. I mean, you've seen how it works. The opportunity just to address the council. We might do some back and forth, ask some questions to clarify. But it's just an opportunity to hear what you have to say,
Okay.
respond as appropriate.
I had some printouts. I don't know if you guys want them or
Why don't you hand them on around?
pass them around now or,
Yep.
sorry. I didn't staple the back page, sorry. I don't know if I didn't have enough.
What we'll need, I think, is just to identify yourself for the record.
Yep, my name is Stephanie Zimmer.
Stephanie
Zimmer.
Zimmer?
Yeah.
Thank you. Fire away.
All right, so the reason I'm here is, so out on social media, there's some stuff going on around there. Sure, I'm probably the one that prompted it all. But it's in regards to Isaac Rubel. He apparently is candidate for.
Mhm.
And I was doing some research. There's some stuff online and basically, you know, the post that I added out there just basically says, meet your candidate, Isaac Rubel, for city council. Lawsuit was filed against him on October 3rd for breach of fiduciary duty and conversion, theft, and unjust enrichment when he was hired by Unity Home Care, Inc. to act as a designated coordinator and designated manager. When he failed to do his job duties, he was fired. He was alleged to have withheld financials, altered payroll, employee timesheets, also kept the checkbooks, and a few other things that are on there. It's in the complaint. He withheld those from the employee or from the owner, and he even asked the employees to leave and come work for the business that he runs, that he is an officer of. At one point, it was stated in the suit filing that Mr. Rubel told the plaintiff, quote unquote, if you don't stop the suit, I'll make you disappear. In addition, charges were filed against him back in 2014 for domestic abuse when he was a resident of Rochester. Soon after that, his wife filed for a divorce. Rubel never showed up for any of the divorce court proceedings, none of them. And as a matter of fact, the judge granted the divorce by default of a no-show. His wife, kids, 3 kids are down there. She's working, but she's still on a lot of public assistance. My question, well, and the other thing too is in the court document here where the lawsuit was filed, it also said that he failed to show up at his job. He had meetings he's supposed to go to. Not once did he show up. I mean, it's a concern. And my question is, you endorse him. A lot of you endorse this man. I don't know if you're aware because this was just filed on October 3rd. So I don't know if you're aware of this situation. I'm curious. Are you aware of it?
Yes, I am.
What is your reaction to it?
My first reaction for the lawsuit, all those things you mentioned, you left out the word allegedly because
Well, yeah, allegedly.
in terms of a court case, a criminal case or a court case like that, in my mind, it needs to work its way through the justice system. I have no idea what the facts are and I have no idea what the details are. My guess is there's another side to that story.
Well, there's always 2 sides,
Exactly.
but
And
I mean, a person that brings it and has hired an attorney, there's got to be some justification,
I'm,
validated facts.
I am sure, well, I think there are allegations and I think it's up to the court to figure out what the facts are
Right.
and to come up with a,
But it's not going to happen before election.
no, it's likely not. It's not going to happen in
definitely-
the next 30 days. I can count on that. I can
Yeah.
guarantee you that.
Got it, yeah.
So, I mean, I don't have a whole lot to say about that because I will leave that to the courts to figure that out because there are, in all those cases, there's always 2 sides to every story. There's going to be lawyers involved. It's a business dispute. I will turn it over to the court and let them figure it out because that's not within our bailiwick here at the city. In terms of the past allegations, the charges with about the domestic abuse, I agree. Those were concerning. I did talk with Isaac about that and had some conversations with him. I'm looking for more information from him on that and to learn a bit more. Again, I don't think I'm in a position right now to judge one way or another the validity of it. I understand the charges were dropped, I think within like 48 hours or so, understanding that typically or atypically happens within, with domestic abuse cases where I know that it does happen and it's for a variety of different reasons. But
Black judges today too. So I mean, we have lax judges today as well. I mean, we've got kids out there shooting people and toting their guns and carjacking people, and they're letting them go the next 2 hours.
So again, I would like to get more information regarding that one way. You asked my reaction to that. My reaction is I need more information before I can make a judgment one way or another, or even form an opinion one way or another, because I learned this over the weekend. I had one short conversation with Isaac and don't have any details beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
And as a council, I mean, he's a candidate. As a council, it doesn't necessarily pertain to city business. As candidates, which 6 of the 7 of us are, it pertains to that. So it doesn't pertain to our work as council members, it pertains to our work as candidates. So it's, as we get more information, it'll be interesting to learn more about it.
Right. But I mean, you can see the concern. I mean,
Oh, absolutely. No, I understand.
you know,
Fortunately, the people of Bloomington get to vote, right?
right.
But they can find the same information. I'm sure
Right.
you have it all over Facebook by now and like people get to vote.
Right.
I mean, we don't get to choose, right? Who gets to-
Right. Yeah, no, I know it's all up to the people that have to vote, but the thing is how many people really know? Not everybody knows. I mean, you didn't know until this weekend. How did you find out about it?
I was alerted, somebody had seen the post and alerted.
Yeah, the post that I made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did you find out about it?
How did I find out about it? Well, somebody had made a comment to me on a post, not a big post, but something about he may have been in some domestic abuse thing. So then from there, because I am an investigator, I just researched and
So you did a record search on him for anything criminal? I'm assuming as an investigator, is that what you did, or?
yeah, I mean, not as my employment, just because that's what I do as a profession,
Okay.
Have you done it on all candidates?
I'm just beginning, so yeah,
I'm just curious.
yeah.
Mayor, quick question. I just, given that we've gotten this here, my concern is that since this does seem to fall into the political piece of it, I'm just wondering how appropriate this is. I'm just nervous that, fair time, that kind of piece. I don't know what this puts us into, but I feel highly uncomfortable having this conversation right now during a public forum.
Understood. Yeah. And I think the bottom line, he's not an elected official. It's not a city issue right now. It's a candidate issue.
Right.
And it's a candidate issue for, again, the folks around the table who have interacted, who are supporting, who are working with him.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Thought I'd bring it up.
Appreciate you coming forward.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else? Last call. Okay, just talk to Dwayne.
Yeah, we can.
Nothing else, council? I'd look for a motion to adjourn our listening session.
So moved.
Second?
Motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We are ready to go here at 6:30 downstairs. Thanks much.
Have a seat, sir. Just give me 1 second here.